thought I was fucking buried.
Welcome to episode 73 of Snowfix, and today I am joined by Timothy Aykroyd.
Hello.
And John O'Verity.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's me. And we just saw a short clip of whatever it was you got up to this summer. Would you like to enlighten us?
Well, that was me. I was down in Mount Cook in New Zealand, and I was doing a bit of heli-skiing, so doing some filming, and I managed to get caught in an avalanche with the camera. So yeah,
It was all filmed from the inside. But we're not going to say too much now because we're going to show the whole thing next week. It's really sick footage, really unique. And apart from that, what else have you been up to? Because we haven't had you on this for ages.
Well, I've been working...
You've been working on the moustache.
I've been working on the moustache. I've also I've been working on a website for my eyewear sponsor, Adidas, and it's called My ID2, and that's just loads and loads of films. I've been doing that with Tim Wall.
Should we show the address here somewhere?
Yeah, there.
Ding, ding.
And funny.
Yeah, it is really funny. It's just John O'Humour. And what's on this week though?
Well, on this week we continue our Jack Wills tour across in Canada.
Yeah.
We're in Whistler and we're doing something very exciting. That's coming up at the end of the show. And as well as that, we met up with the legend Mike Douglas. And so I had a quick chat with him. But you know what else? We're having news and feedback because I know
it's back.
I know people have been missing it, and so we're going to be talking about what's been going on. But first, this is a very exciting moment for me when I met up with Mike Douglas.
Who's Mike Douglas?
Watch this.
Who's Mike Douglas?
Okay, so I'm here in Whistler with the godfather of free skiing, Mike Douglas. I think it's fair to say you're the perfect person to show us around, as you've been here 20 years now, is that right?
Yeah, I moved here back in 1988,
and
it's hard to leave, man. It's a good spot.
And how much has it changed since then? Like?
Oh, it's changed, up to put it into British words, it changed loads.
Loads and loads.
And yeah, I mean, Whistler was kind of a sleepy little ski town, hardly discovered by the rest of the world when I moved here, and now it's like a metropolis, man. We got, now we got a lift that's joining these two mountains, even the peak to peak. It's crazy, but it's a great place.
So this is the lift that's just behind us now. It's not open yet. It's opening in 2 days' time, is that right? Yeah, it's opening on Friday, and it's actually setting a couple of world records, actually 3 world records. It's the longest unsupported span in the world, 3.3 kilometers between towers. Highest lift in the world at 460 meters or something off the ground in the middle, and it's going to make the longest continuous lift system in the world. And there's something else exciting happening, isn't there? We hear.
Well, can we tell people that?
I think this will go out afterwards, so yes.
Okay. Yes, Shane McConkey and his band of flying monkeys from Red Bull are going to be jumping out of the thing on the opening morning.
So I saw on your free ski TV that the pillow lines that you did down in the trees. Whereabouts is that? Is that on this side of the hill?
Well, I can't really tell you where that is, but it's you'll find the pillow lines. You come here and look around, but
have you named them?
They have names, yes, and I will say that if you're here's a tip.
Okay. Good.
Here's a tip. When you're in the peak to peak, keep your eyes open because the peak to peak will be the visual access to some of the good pillow lines.
Well, I guess it's one of those days doesn't tend to bode too well with me. Get up and get dressed and get your shoes on. You're going down the same old road as me. Well, that's me. I saw you, I saw you, I saw you. Well, I saw you.
Came to Whistler, take a year off university because I just wanted to ski. I didn't really care about anything else, and I had no intentions of ever staying here. I just thought, you know, I'm going to do it for a year and I'm going to ski bum and ski every day, and who cares about anything else? I was working like 3 jobs trying to pay the rent, but I didn't care.
What sort of jobs were you working?
Let's see. I was a busboy for a while. I was a bartender. I worked in a retail store. I did a little bit of construction.
Favorite season job?
The favorite season job?
Before the instructing and all that sort of stuff, freestyle coaching and all that.
I would say best season job was probably being a waiter at Sushi Village,
Oh,
because
right.
super fun place to work, and plus Sushi Village is kind of like it's almost like where the famous like cool people like to go
right,
eat.
okay.
Not that I'm one of them or anything, but back in the day, like I remember like Glenn Plake came in and Scott
Wow.
Schmidt and Greg Stump
Sick.
and you know, like Damian Saunders when he was like the coolest snowboarder and
Yeah,
all this
yeah.
stuff. Like all these people used to come in and you know you get to serve them and chat with them and stuff, and that
you
was kind of cool.
Probably got a good lunch as well. if you got to eat some
Absolutely.
sushi.
Yeah.
And so, talk to us about when you were doing the freestyle coaching, like back in the 90s. Is that when? Because is it true that you invented like the D-spin and the Misty? Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, it's always tough to say who invented stuff because you never really know. But yeah, I'd never seen anyone else do that stuff when we did it. And yeah, I was coaching here and just skiing tons still. Even though I was coaching, like all the days off, I'd be out hitting the snowboard park at the time,
yeah,
and
the
then
snowboard park.
and just skiing the powder and having a good time. And then I met JF Cousson, JP Auclair, Vincent Dorian, and we all started kind of pushing each other, I guess. And next thing you know, we were everywhere we'd go, people would be freaking out, going, "Whoa, check out these skiers!"
And that was all happening here. in
That was
Whistler?
that pretty much all got started here, and then we had an idea for this twin tip ski thing, and
1080.
the 1080 is what came out of it. And
So what's the background to that? How did you where did you see it? Was it from snowboarding or?
well, I mean, the trick stuff, I would say we definitely borrowed heavily from snowboarding. Like we saw what snowboarders were doing, we're like, hey man, we want to do that kind of stuff too. And but sort of as it evolved and we realized, we can go backwards and hit jumps too. Like there's no reason why we can't. So then we were like, well, we need a twin tip, and it'd be nice to have something a little bit shorter, a little bit wider. The kind of ski we need didn't really exist at that time. And so we put some designs together and shipped them off to all the ski companies, and Solomon
So
said,
were you involved
cool.
with Solomon then? Or that?
No, actually, I got my start with Solomon at that point. And yeah, and it's been a great ride. I'm
And now,
still with him.
What's the latest things that you're developing with Solomon?
Well, I can't tell you that,
Some secrets, but anything?
but there's some new. We've got a cool new ski coming out, made out of a new fiber. I'll say that
Okay.
that people aren't really making skis out of yet. So that's going to be kind of cool. Look for that to be released to the media in January.
Okay,
And
cool.
and yeah, just keep your eyes on Solomon. We're doing some good stuff.
We're going to go skiing today, and we're also going to do the heli drop tomorrow. So what sort of spots are we going to look to head to? Are you just going to?
Well, it's a little bit, it's kind of early season conditions, we'll say, here at Whistler. So we're just going to do some cruising. We're going to look around, check out some scenery. We're not a lot of pow today, but we're going to get in the heli tomorrow.
Okay.
And we'll take care of all that powder fix.
So there he is, the man, the legend, Michael Douglas. You know who he is now.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks.
all
Thanks
filled in.
for,
So that's good.
explaining.
So on to some news. It's been a long. It's been like almost
Like half
a
a
year
year of
since
no
we last did
news.
some news. So we've got some news to do.
Were
And
you
quite up to date.
What?
Yeah,
To
check
see.
it. Yeah, it is exactly half a year.
Half
now,
a year.
correct. The Oneill Evolution, that's been happening again.
Yeah, that
just
just took
very
place.
very recently, very up to date. So we thought we'd start things off with some sick riding.
6.6 and 93.83 on that last. The best jump of the evening. Peitu Paroinen takes it out over Risto Mattila. Congratulations, Peitu!
Well, they were some good jumps, but I think my favourite thing about the whole of that evolution, well, the footage from it anyway, is a quote from Olivier Gitteler.
The Frenchman.
Oh, yeah?
And he's just talking about the nature. And,
it's definitely something to do with nature.
It's something to do with nature, but we don't quite know what it was. But have a look.
We live in nature, we have to respect nature, and making a theme nature makes people think, about the the problems with nature we have actually now.
And then and so I came across something too on the internet, and it's in Vail, and this guy and this kid, a skier, of course, only a skier, and he caught the chairlift, and it's a high-speed chairlift, and the seat wasn't down, so he went straight through, and he was saved by his ski boots, but the rest left him, so he ended up butt naked. Stop laughing. Balls all out for ages, just hanging upside down with his, with his bits hanging in the cold, and his kid probably really embarrassed.
That's the worst thing, is his kid is sat next to him. And as if, at that age, his parents aren't embarrassing enough. Dad, stop hanging off the chairlift with your knob out. What do you do when you do that?
So that was a brilliant piece of entertainment online.
So good.
Oh,
so there's some news. That was news.
Yeah,
back at you. So something happened in Whistler, didn't it?
A lot happened in Whistler.
A lifetime goal, I think it's fair to say.
Totally.
I think everyone, when you get into skiing and snowboarding, you have one dream. Well, I did anyway, and it's...
Do a backside 360?
No, to go up in a helicopter.
Oh, is it?
You don't have backside and front side on skis.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's called unnatural.
I knew that. No.
But to go in a heli and find some fresh lines that no one else has touched. And we managed to do that when we were in Whistler. And we also did it with Mr. Mike Douglas, who came along for the ride.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
So everyone was in Whistler at last. They all arrived safe and sound, including myself. And first day came, and the heli-ski, first day, wicked. The day started super early. It was still kind of dark when we left, and then we spent like an hour in the snow just doing some beacon training. And after an hour, the guy thought we were ready, so off we went.
We'll never let you in. Oh, this is my blood.
Everyone was so stoked. None of us, or most of us, hadn't gone in the heli before. It's perfect blue sky weather, not a single cloud.
Until you bleed like I bleed, you'll never know.
Yeah, we met up with 3 of the Whistler seasonaires, basically local reps that knew the area really well, could shred real good. Kyle, aka Maggot, Fraser and Jeremy. But as well as that, we had a very, very special guest, Mr. Mike Douglas, the godfather of free skiing. He basically invented the twin tip ski. He came with us, he was showing us around in the heli. It was awesome. basically this whole mountain is ours.
You're so pretty, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty to me. You're so pretty, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty to me. Wanted just to let you see that. That's what I say.
Yeah, it's just hanging out in the helicopter, just a normal, just an average little Thursday for me really. Gonna have a party later, I'm looking forward to that. Just chilling, flying about chocolate style. How I roll, how we all roll. Good night.
So feedback, but I suppose there's been a lot of feedback that's been saying the show hasn't been long enough, Tim.
Yeah, well, that's true actually. Yes, there's been a lot of comments on the site saying they were, you know, my granddad always taught me you should leave them wanting more. So, but that's not the reason why it's shorter.
No.
The reason was we've got some quite good excuses actually. One, we've been on the tour, so we've been getting loads of footage travelling around. But also, whilst on the tour on the European leg, I actually had, sorry about that, had a bit of a crash, and I've actually.
Oh no, it's not a bit of a crash. He's had a horrendous crash.
And they had to take my spleen out. I'll give you a closer look.
Oh.
There's a big hole in my body.
That really is a splendid scar.
It's a splendid scar, isn't it? Thanks, Johnny. Yeah.
Is spleen how it happened again?
Explain how it, Well, basically, I fell. I had the camera in like a hammock can unit in my pocket, and I just fell on my front, and it just went right up in my gut.
And you've just come out of like a week in
hospital.
hospital.
So I missed the whole of the European leg, unfortunately.
How many people have spleen it?
Okay, Johnny, thanks.
And
my sides are splitting. No, it's my front. Whatever.
Right, guys.
But that was why it's short. But we're back now, and it's all happening. We're all settled in resort, and so don't worry. It's all
Everyone's
back to normal.
safe and sound. Charlie had an injury of his own too on New Year's Eve. He was doing roly-polies, as one does.
Yeah,
and
at 2 in the morning.
he landed face first on a concrete staircase and ended up with this lovely scar and swollen face.
So there was some difficulties, but we're all back now and it's all happening. So keep your feedback coming in. It's snowfix@negativegravity.co.uk.
Yeah.
The website is snowfix.tv. You can put your comments on there.
You're right now. And also you can download us on iTunes, and you can also keep up with the tour. Even though it's over now, we're still writing blogs and pictures on jwseasonairs.com. I think that's it for this week,
basically. Right? So until next time.
See you guys.
Hey, when's the doctor gonna organise having those stitches out?